You ain't know my name, but you seen my wall. The way my hips and all my curves made you.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Vina on playing heartbreak on the episode of Put Love On You. Check me out on Instagram at VINA_LOVE.
Hey y'all, you're tuned in to Play Your Cards Right. We're here with the lovely, multi-talented triple threat Harlem's own Vina Love.
Hey y'all.
What's going on? Thank you, Vina, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We linked up the first time and it was a great vibe, so I reached out to see if we could do it again. And I'm glad you're here, but I want to start off by saying, sis, your frontal does what it want to do.
Okay.
I do. Whatever I got to. Peace, sis. He ain't fucking me, sis. Ain't pulling up on me, sis. Okay. I don't know who he be, sis. I don't know who he be, but you really need to see, sis. Hey. But let me get my keys, sis. I'm leaving from the east side. Yeah! Period. Like, that part right there.
Period.
What inspired that? First of all, I'm from the east side. We're from the east side.
That's what I'm saying. It's facts.
So, what inspired that? Those bars, because I know initially that was your first time rapping, right, on a song. What inspired that feeling? Because
I don't honestly. Okay, it was my birthday, and I normally for my birthday I do this big extravagant situation. I have a big party, but I was turning 22, and I was like, all right, what could I do? This is regular, right? So Bree calls me the night before, 4 in the morning. My assistant. For those who don't know, she's like, listen, you gotta do a song, a freestyle, something. I'm like, okay. So I picked a beat. She's like, all right, go do it. Normally when I do freestyles, I just sing or something like that. I was like, nah, I'm a rap. I called her back. I did the first part. She was like, no, it's lit. Go ahead, keep going. And I don't know what made me get into that bag of talking about where I'm from and stuff like that. But I don't know. I guess turning 22 is for me, I'm learning a lot about myself and really appreciating where I am from and so
it's a turning point.
Yeah, it just came out
it's something about that transition. When you're 21, you're excited. You're I can finally legally drink.
Yeah, and 22 is
and 22 is what is it to celebrate?
Yeah,
so you dropped the freestyle. Yeah. That's how you celebrate. Nice. That's how you wrap that up. Thank you again for being here. I wanted to explain to the audience, or whoever's looking, or will be tuning in, why I chose to reach out to you. This is the VIP section, as you can see. Very influential people I want to invite on the show to have a thought-provoking conversation, but we met, I'm going to go down memory lane a bit. We met, unfortunately, it was a sad circumstance. So my cousin who passed of cancer, we were all there gathered at her passing. Right. And black people, we bring joy out of sorrow. And there was, I guess, one of family members, older guys singing, and you were fresh faced, regular,
crying,
right, baggy sweats, white tee. That's that's from what I remember. And finally, you got up, you couldn't take it no more. And you started singing Amazing Grace, but you cracked in the middle because you couldn't do it. So I guess he tried to encourage you and sing with you, and you were pause. You were let me get this out. And you finally got it out. And fast forward a week or two later, I'm in my car. My little cousin Diamond, shout out to Diamond, and she's playing one of your tracks. On one of the videos. I think it's Best of Me. It's who's this dope? Who is this girl? She's that's the girl who sang on Mercedes. I'm no. You and I'm it's a small world. Yeah. So now here we are. And then fast forward. Yeah, you tell that story.
We were at we went to it was a release party. It was a release party, right?
Shout out to JJPR Public Relations, Jasmine. Yes.
And then we did we did an interview there, right?
No, it was the N2D
release party. There, but then we went to
and I took the opportunity to run down on you. And then that's when
so this was meant to happen. It's been a couple times, a couple times.
Yeah, and then the Rich for Life event is when we first met.
Right.
So now we're here. So I just wanted to give the audience a little
history.
background. Yes, history. And Harlem's a small world, so it's like we're literally family. I mean,
by association.
Yes, by association, mutual friendship.
And especially through Mercedes, God rest her soul.
Yes. Thank you for that. All right, so we're gonna roll into tagging some deets. So this part of the episode, I want you to tag from head to toe. You know, we're in the era of Instagram, everyone tagging and mentioning.
And girl, I don't know. I don't shop for myself. I don't know. I know these is Vans though. And
so we tagging
bracelet.
Tiffany. We're tagging Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, there you go.
And we're tagging mommy and daddy for the face.
Yeah, there we go. Here we go. When it comes to clothes though, I don't get up and go shop. Like, that's not my thing. I hate shopping.
So you have a personal shopper?
My mom, she's my stylist too.
I love it.
She's my manager, my stylist, all that stuff.
She's your everything.
But I can't do it.
We love you, mommy.
Shout out to you, sis. But I can't do it. I can't go in the store, stand on a line, shop. It's hot. People stink because they sweating. It's just too much. I can't do it.
Yeah, and definitely me with my weight change. I'm just like, I can't. Like,
listen,
trying on clothes. I'd rather just Fashion Nova it up. Shout out to Fashion Nova. So I'm tagging Fashion Nova.
Because I go through the same thing. Like, 1 minute I'm thick, then I'm skinny. I can't fit nothing. So I just be like, whatever, bro. I'm not doing this. Like, whatever's in the house, I'll make it work.
Right. So let the games begin.
Okay.
You ready? So I scrolled through your Instagram and I stumbled across a cover you did, the Beyonce, I'd Rather Be With You. So I said, okay, let's do a You Must Not Know About Me type of game.
Okay.
So I want you to name something pertaining these few categories that people may not know about you.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to get a chance for the audience to get to know you a little better. Where were you born? Then where were you raised? Like, what's your nationality? So you can start off with where were you born?
I was born in Harlem, Mount Sinai Hospital. East side. And I was raised in Harlem. My mom moved me to Jersey for a while. I lived in Yonkers for a while, and I came back to Harlem.
So what age range were you in Yonkers, Jersey, and then got back to Harlem?
I was in Jersey the early parts. Like, I was born in Mount Sinai. I stayed there. I stayed in Harlem at my grandma's for a little bit. We moved to Jersey until I was like 5. Came back, stayed in Harlem until I was like 5 years, like 10. Then we moved to Jersey. I was still going to school in Harlem though. Like, I was traveling from Jersey to Harlem every day. I went to PS 108 if you're from Harlem. Then when I turned about 13, I believe. Yeah, 13, I moved to Yonkers. I lived in Yonkers until 15. My freshman year in high school. So like 15, freshman, sophomore year.
Okay.
I was still living in Yonkers. And when I graduated, I moved back to Harlem.
Okay.
So.
And you graduated from what school?
Martin Luther King High School.
Yes,
downtown.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. So like, no matter where I moved, I stayed in school. I was
in New York.
And every time I moved, whenever it was time to move again, I moved back here. So.
Got it. And your nationality?
I am Italian, Irish, Indian, Jamaican, and Black.
Beautiful melting pot.
No, it's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, a beautiful melting pot.
Thank you.
So when did you decide to engage in the entertainment industry full throttle?
I've been doing this for the most part my whole life. I started dancing when I was 2, so I'm like classically trained in like ballet, tap, African, jazz, all that stuff. When I went to high school is when I started acting, singing, and dancing like all together. I was already writing music and stuff, like writing poems and turning them into songs. When I graduated high school, I was trying to figure out if I was going to go to school for law or if I was going to pursue music. I went to college again. I left my first college. I went to John Jay. When I left there, I took another year off. I went to AMDA. It's like a performing arts conservatory college.
Okay.
I stayed there for 4 semesters. But their 4 semesters is not the same as regular school 4 semesters. Their 4 semesters is from October to February. So imagine that, yeah.
Shortened.
Every semester is like a month, so something like that.
Right.
Because you have like it's a long story. But I went there.
But I'm pretty sure that was an experience.
Oh yeah, it was a hot ass mess. It was a hot mess.
Wow. So where was that located?
Downtown on 66th Street, right next to King.
Okay.
Like right in the same area. But I did learn a lot. I learned a lot in terms of like Broadway musical theater. I took speech class. I did like a lot of the technical things, like underground things of being a singer or being a dancer or being an actress. So
to help hone your craft.
Yeah, it was definitely an experience, but it was that life is the musical theater life, Broadway life. You have to pour everything into that. Like
all
your rehearsals.
Time.
Like I would come to school 8 a.m. My ballet class is at 8 a.m. I have 9 classes a day. What college student has 9 classes a day? I had 9 classes a day.
You usually have 3 at minimum.
Yeah.
Like,
9 classes a day, 1 break. I would have to go to rehearsals afterwards. I would have to rehearse on my own afterwards, whether it was dance or for my acting class or practice a song. You have to go meet with a pianist. You have to write it in your log because you get graded for the log. Like, it was just so much. And then I'm still trying to go to the studio. And then I started to go to my regular rehearsals and do it.
Because you're trying to pursue R&B, like another genre, right?
So, and they could tell, like, I wasn't fitting in. Like, it just wasn't, like, it wasn't a good match. So, what made me leave, though, my mom got married. We went to Mexico. And I had a paper to turn in. My paper was due like 2 o'clock New York time, not 2 o'clock Mexico time. Ooh. So I sent it Mexico time and I failed the class. I was like, yeah, I'm done.
I'm done. I'm done.
I don't do this. I don't fail stuff. I don't fail class. High school, I had a 3.8 GPA. Like, I'm not, like, I was like, listen, I already don't want to be here, so I failed the class. Already, I'm out now.
Like, that was the fuel I needed.
Yeah, that was it. I went into the building. I wasn't gonna leave originally, but I went to the building and I just felt so overwhelmed, and I just started crying. I called my dad, like, listen, I'm leaving. He's like, you really want to leave? I was like, I can't do this. He was like, all right, go ahead. And I signed myself out. And then right after that, it just went crazy. Music went crazy. Everything just...
From there, you prioritized really and really locked in. Because I remember hearing you say, like, you also left your job. Like, left your...
Yeah, I was working at... I worked at American Apparel. That was my first job ever. I worked at Forever 21. And I worked at Olive Garden. American Apparel, I think I got fired. I think I definitely got fired. Forever 21, I just left. I never went back. They called me 2 months later, like, you know, you haven't been to work. Yeah, I know I haven't been to work.
They have so many
like, it's
workers.
so many people in there. 42nd Street, there's so many people. And then it was hard. I was living in Yonkers at the time.
At the time, so you had to
the last train is 12 o'clock. So I would work overnight. I would get to work at 11 and leave work at 8 o'clock. And then go home. And then have to go to school. Like, it was just a mess. It was a mess. So I was just like, all right, I'm done with this. I just left, never went back. And then Olive Garden, we actually opened the store, the one in Harlem.
Okay.
The one on 2/5. Me and my cousin, actually.
Oh,
and,
nice.
It was, honestly, that was one of my favorite jobs, like, ever. But technical difficulties.
Being a waitress or a bartender?
I did everything in there. Yeah. I started off as a host. I did to-go, I did serving, anything in there. I could be a damn manager right now if I went back in there. I know every job in there. But it was time to go. And by that time, I was starting my solo career, so it just worked out timing-wise.
Yeah, the way your experience is set up, honey, that resume is on fleek.
Oh, yeah.
So who's telling you what?
You need a babysitter? I got you. We good. Whatever you need.
She said, I got you. Let's get into some personal things. This is the no judgment zone, so we can do that. We're ladies. We're women. We can do that. Describe your best relationship versus your worst heartache. So, like, your first love versus somebody.
Oh, my God. First of all, I curse.
Yes!
I hate these niggas. First of all, they be tripping. And they be acting... Listen.
They're confused. Can't raise a man. No. Yeah, yes.
Okay.
But I'm with you. I feel
I don't think... Okay. Alright, I don't think my worst relationship, we can't talk about that.
Okay.
I know who that nigga is, but we can't talk about that. But
we're not gonna shine no light on him.
Yeah.
Shine no light on him.
It was a hot ass mess.
But yeah. But what was like because we're gonna start off with worst. What was a tipping point for you? What was something that, like, over the edge, like, okay, now I know I'm finished and I'm done. Like,
when I was with this person for 3 years. when I was finally attracted to someone else, I was like, okay, yeah, it's nothing else. It take a lot for me to, when I'm with somebody, I'm in love with somebody, I'm in love with them and only them. I don't see nobody else. I don't want to deal with nobody else. I'm not attracted to nobody else. None of that. So if I could look at somebody else and be like, oh, it's over. I'm not thinking about shit no more. Like, you had 3 years to get your shit together. 3rd year.
That's a whole fact.
And even still, that doesn't mean like I like found somebody attractive and went and indulged, and like it wasn't that. It was just a wake up for me. Like, okay,
the thought of you being attracted to someone.
Exactly. It's like, okay, and I instantly told him like, listen, I'm finding myself no longer attracted to you and ready to like, you know, go do my own thing. So once I got to that point, I was just like,
he was crushed. Yeah,
this relationship is over. And it's so funny because during the relationship, you thought I was cheating on you. You thought I was doing all of these things, but little did you know, I'm dead all for you. Now I'm actually attracted to somebody else, and I still ain't cheat on you.
Right.
I just.
When we're loyal, we're all in.
Yeah, but the field that I'm in, people don't think that it's possible for me to be that person.
Gotcha.
They think I got niggas. They think I got, you know. So it's the dating scene in general is just really hard for me. I try to like.
But that's why I feel like most people who are in the industry, they kind of find somebody within the industry that understands.
I be wanting to be with somebody that I've known before.
Right. Because you don't know who to trust.
Right.
Like the trust factor.
Exactly.
So what about somebody who that's related to
I won't say it's the best relationship. I will not say that. But it's a person, like a person that I would like genuinely want to be with. But
we gotta talk offline.
But so like, what's the question? Like, what makes me want like?
No, the question is, describe your best relationship. Like, what was it about this relationship that gave you that feeling? You were head over heels. You would, I'd rather be with you vibes. You know, like when you hug somebody. And like y'all both get that like little like that feeling like chill. That rush and like yeah nice. That right there. You like he make me laugh. He's just as funny as me. He's goofy just like I am. We listen to the same music. We like the same food, same movies. We just got a lot in common. So like, right. And I've known him forever. So it's like I guess that's why. But yeah. Well, I can't wait to I see pictures on the gram of a little snippet. What is your pet peeve and or what annoys you the most? I hate being touched. I don't like being touched. I've heard you say that. I don't like being touched. I don't like... See, but you know what's so funny though? Like, I don't mind. I'm a hugger though. But if I'm just sitting next to you, like, I don't like this. Like this, I don't like that. Like, when somebody rub your leg. Yeah, like personal space. You like your personal space. But I'm also very affectionate. It's weird. And when people eat, when they chew their mouth open, I can't take it. It's the most disgusting thing ever. I just can't take it. Those are my two pet peeves. Your mother tell you don't chew it. Yeah. Chew with your mouth closed. Mm-hmm. How do you deal with stress, whether it be stress in a relationship, personal life, or your music career? I can't even be honest. That's the whack part. I then can't say what I want to say. I'm looking back, ladies, at the best friend. Honestly, it might sound a little depressing, but I sleep a lot. I sleep a lot. I write a lot. I spend a lot of time by myself. Yeah, that's it. When I'm really stressed out, if you don't hear from me, that's pretty much what it is. Like, I'm by myself just reading. So like Vina's going through this, she's not answering her phone. Yeah, like I'm just, and it's not even so much of like trying to shut people out. It's just like when you're going through shit, you can't rely on other people to help you get through it. Like, all you can do is take their advice, speak about it a little bit. But for the most part, you gotta spend time alone to really think about like what the issue is and like just find your own ways of like releasing. And mine is just to write. So if I'm in the studio all week, most likely I'm going through some shit. So I'm just trying to let it out. But yeah, I always say music is therapeutic, so that's your therapy. Nice. So we're gonna move on to 24/7, the next trivia, right? So I know you're an LMA fan. Describe or give us an example of Vina's agenda. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all of the Sunday. So say, for example, what you got going on next week. Who would you say is on the agenda? I know you're booked
But
and
so
busy.
crazy though. It's either really busy or it's really slow. Like it's like one or the other. I can't really say what I'm doing next week because it's like real exclusive. But
So give an example.
Okay, for the most part, Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays I have rehearsal.
A rehearsal for dance, singing,
so like any shows we have coming up. Shows come out of nowhere, so we're just constantly in rehearsrsal.
Got it.
All the time, every weekend.
In preparation mode.
Right. And our rehearsals 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. Like we there. If I don't go to rehearsal on Monday night, I'll be in the studio from like 9, 6 in the morning. Meetings, interviews. Honestly, the whole shopping thing, my mom drags me to these stores to go look at stuff.
So where do you squeeze in Vina love time? Like your personal time?
We just get it in there some way, somehow. Honestly, I don't really, I work with the people that I hang out with. So I don't really be like, it don't, okay, I need a break. Like, it don't be like that. Like, right. I'm with them 24/7, so we having fun. We enjoying ourselves. If I have nothing on my calendar, we know that there's nothing for the next day. I won't get no phone calls in the morning, and I'll just spend the day alone in the house sleeping all day, or, I go get up and get my nails done and stuff like that. But it's really unpredictable. Like, everything, you never know, like, what's going to happen.
Nice. A 2-1-2 thing is the next trivia. So choose one artist from this group of selections you would collab with. So specifically in Harlem, right? Okay. So the first group of artists, A$AP Rocky, Ferg, 12 or Nasty. I haven't heard from them in a while, but which artist from the 2-1-2, if you had a chance to collab?
Definitely. That's it. Is more people?
No, there's more people, but that's the first round.
A$AP Rocky.
A$AP Rocky. Why?
Cause first of all, he's mad cute. He's mad cute.
She's like, listen, cut the shenanigans.
I wouldn't.
Cut the charades.
I wouldn't indulge in that part. But I was just saying, he's that cute. And I actually listen to A$AP Rocky music, so I like Ferg, but I don't go listen to his music, and I don't listen to their music either.
Got it. Tiana Taylor, Melly, or Marcy Mean. Who would you collab with?
I love Marcy. I love Melly, but I will go with Tiana Taylor. Only because I've been listening to her forever. Like, and
she's been putting on
years. And it's like, there aren't really singers from Harlem. So that was the person, I looked up to, Tiana Taylor, that dope. She know how to dress, write her music, she lit, she direct videos. I do that too. So we got a lot of things in common. So definitely I will work with her.
Dope.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah, and I love her new music, her new video. She's directing, going another lane. That's dope. Davies, you've already worked with Neek Bucks, but I have Davies, Neek Bucks, or Dub Aura. So I guess choose between Davies and Dub, because you've already worked with Neek.
I don't know who Dub is, so
okay. Davies. If you had to choose from Dipset, Kim, Jim, or Jewels?
Kim. I'm not even gonna lie. Facts.
You gotta start with the original. Ray Mula, Young Zay, or Chuck Cash?
I love Ray Mula, but I feel like our music we don't make the same kind of music. Zay. I would do music with Zay.
I've never met Zay, but he's cool. He's cool. He's moving and shaking right now. Dope. So the big three is next. We want to name R&B artists or hip hop legends, dancers and actors. Who would you categorize as your top three? So let's start with R&B artists, the big three. Okay. Who would you say is your big three R&B artists?
That's hard. Today or past or present?
You can do past and then present.
Past. Jesus, that's still hard. I don't know. Okay, I'm tripping. Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans. Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, and one more. Let's see. Can it be a group?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna say Candy.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Candy.
So yeah, shout out to Candy.
And then up to date, Ella Mai, her and SZA.
SZA. Dope. Hip hop legends. Top 3.
Big L.
Big 3.
Biggie. And I want to say Tupac, but I'm gonna say, honestly, no, I can't say that. It's funny because I wish I could see what was going on right now.
But wait, I'm like, why not? Why do you want to say Tupac?
Yeah, I'm like, there's a lot going on. Big L, Big L, right? Tupac. Whatever.
Tupac, yes. Put your baby daddy in there. Dancer, since you're a dancer. Big 3.
Big 3, Will the Beast, Misty Copeland, and me.
Actors and actresses, Big 3.
Jonah Hill, Emma Stone. That's only because it's like for comedy and stuff. Hang that up. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
No. It's just
Emma Stone. I love Emma Stone. And Jonah Hill, and you said one more.
And I don't know. There's too many people to name just 3. Right? I will say Idris Elba though. I love him.
Oh, Idris. Yes.
He's amazing. I love him.
Yes. So behind the music, I want to just give you the floor to open up a little bit. And I guess you could talk about, like, you know, what inspires you in successes versus challenges, or if you're spiritually inclined. You can give the audience a little background behind the music of how would you describe Vina Love.
I am very transparent. When I go in the studio, it's emotional. It's emotional. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's dry. Sometimes it's lit. But for the most part, very emotional because again, turning 22 has been pretty rough. And I'm like, you know, just in that transition of really becoming an adult. And like, I thought, you know what's so funny? I thought I was having an identity crisis. Like 2 weeks ago, I was calling everybody like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like,
did something trigger it?
I don't know. I was just.
Or you just woke up one day.
Yeah, like I was already going through things, and like just that day, I was just like, I feel like I don't know who I am. I feel like I got to be cautious about who I am and what I say because of where I'm at in my career. And like when I go outside, I can't just be Davina. I have to be Vina. I have to dress a certain way. I have to look a certain way, and it's a little difficult. Because I actually had a life before my career, unlike child stars.
Right.
Who, like, you know? So to adjust is very difficult. And, you know, people start to treat you different. You have issues in the dating area. So these are all the things I'm constantly thinking about. And
so do you feel that pressure from, like, being in the industry now and, like, having, like, a huge following?
Yeah.
That when you step outside, you always have to put on this, you know, face.
And like, I feel like it would be different if I was from somewhere like Ohio, or like, you know, just some like, not to call Ohio bland, but like just like, you know, a place with no like, you know, with no like real culture and no real like, you know, being from Harlem is like if people know you a little bit, you somebody. So that's already a challenge in its own. And then I'm a singer. And then I look good. And guys want to talk to me and I don't really want to talk to them, so that causes some more issues. Like, it's just a lot.
What issues?
Like, you know, you curve guys and they just be like...
So it's not just they don't respect it? It's like, what issues?
Not all the time. Not all the time. They go tell their friends they dealt with me anyway. So stuff like that. It's just like...
Gosh.
It's like, and you know...
The immaturity. Harlem is so immature. I'm sorry.
And... The only reason why it's frustrating is because, like, it's something I always thought about. I always knew I was going to be in the industry. I always knew I was going to be somebody that was known. So I took a lot of pride in how people looked at me.
Right.
Like, not even so much about caring about opinions so much, but I just made sure.
But keeping your reputation intact.
Exactly. Like, there were certain things that I wouldn't do that other people that I knew would do.
Purposely.
Exactly.
So it's like, don't defame my character when I know my path and my walk, what I'm trying to do.
So
wow,
I wasn't one of those girls who, like, I always had a boyfriend, but I wasn't one of those girls that was running around with a bunch of men. Like, I didn't have sex with everybody. I wasn't going out with everybody. I wasn't doing stuff like that. So now that I am somebody, when guys do try to talk to me, it's like, I ain't never heard nothing about Vina. Like, I dead want to fuck with her. And then when I curve, it's like, fuck that bitch, she a hoe anyway. It's like... Bro, like, so...
We have to uplift our queens. We have to do better.
And honestly,
you have to.
Whatever. To your question though, like these are all the things that I'm constantly thinking about and just putting a lot of pressure on myself and just thinking too much. So when it comes to my music, that's what comes out. Like all those emotions of just being scared and being uncomfortable and being vulnerable and like, you know, when you listen to my music, even though you feel like you're having a good time when you're listening to it, it's still facts. Like, you want to listen to it like, damn, I definitely feel like that. Like, nobody ever said it the way I could understand it. Like, so I take pride in that a lot. And just being able to connect to people just about what you're going through and not faking it. Like, being who you are.
And is there any spirituality or religion that you utilize whenever you feel like you're in a tough spot? Or
I pray to Jehovah God all day, 50,000 times a day. I was raised as a Jehovah Witness.
Okay.
When I tell people that, they find that really interesting. So yeah.
Just because I guess it's not too many Jehovah Witness, right. You know what I mean?
And then
versus Baptist or Christian, you know,
the kind of life I live is forbidden when it comes to my religion. So I know people be looking at me like, bitch, you doing bad. But he says come as you are, so that's what I do. I pray 24/7, no matter what state I'm in, whether I've been in the Kingdom Hall or not. I still take pride in what I believe in and how.
And essentially, we all fall short, no matter what religion.
That's what I'm saying.
Whether you're Jehovah, Christian,
it's all the
Baptist,
same thing.
We
just
all
doing
fall
it different.
Short. Exactly.
It don't really matter.
It's a different title.
And can't nobody judge me because I know a lot of Christians that get high right before church. So.
Or smoke cigarettes.
Don't come on here with that energy.
Don't
come over here with that energy.
We all fall short. Exactly.
But,
exactly. And you know your heart and you know your journey and your relationship with him. So that's what matters.
And not so much. So that the spiritual part, but more so like.
So do you feel like you kind of betrayed your faith? Because that, like, the way you say is like, you know,
I don't.
Are other Jehovah's looking at you saying that, or people just on the outside looking at it?
I just know what.
Do you feel like it's more pressure from Jehovah Witness that think that, oh, you know, you're going against your faith?
Because I know Jehovah Witness who are fully into our religion and like really don't indulge in a lot of things that I indulge in. And I'm sure they probably they're not judgmental though. That's the difference between Jehovah Witness and other religions from what I've seen. They don't sit there and be like, that girl. Like, you don't get that. It's just like, okay, what are you going through and how can I help to put you in a better position to be closer to Jehovah and stuff like that. So I don't really feel that, but I know how other people look at Jehovah Witness, like the whole knocking on the door situation, like all the jokes and stuff like that. I just feel
they follow Christ essentially, so they understand the discipleship. My mom, she grew up, and I grew up in a non-denominational church, so it's no denomination, but they call themselves disciples, and they go by the word of God. So I understand the approach. You know what I mean?
But at the same time,
it's extreme for some people, like the knocking on the door.
And I just look at it like. And there's a reason for those things. Like, if you're a person who goes and reads first of all, everybody's
follow us. Exactly.
So if you go read,
but people interpret it different.
Yeah,
girl, we can talk. We can have some conversation.
But it's so funny how people are so confused about all of these things
because they interpret it how they want to.
All you gotta do is go to the back of the Bible, and it literally says exactly what is happening today. It tells you why Jehovah's Witness come knock on your door so that you are aware, so that when shit start going left, you're not confused.
Don't be confused.
Somebody told you. Somebody literally knocked on your door and told you what was happening. You ignored it. That's your business. That's your business. But the only reason why I felt like I needed to explain it was because...
I never knew you, Joe, but that's interesting. Michael Jackson, the greatest.
Yeah,
so.
Prince. I used to see Prince. Yes. Whenever we would go to our memorials, I would always see Prince all the time. All the time.
And Prince is your favorite, right?
No.
You like Prince? Oh, okay.
My best friend, she's in love with Prince.
Oh, okay.
My best friend is in love with Prince. But the only reason why I felt like it was necessary to say something, because the first time I ever really spoke about it, is because I know people. I feel like.
Well, thanks for the exclusive. Wait. You gotta get that. Thanks for the exclusive, and I haven't been doing this long.
It's the same.
I appreciate your candor.
Thank you. It's the same as any other singer that grew up in church or who grew up with a religious family. Like, you feel like Jehovah gave you a voice, so you're gonna use it. my way of using it. This is the way I know how. I'm hood as hell. I'm still classy. I'm still cute. But like, this is me. Like, I'm gonna be myself regardless, and I'm gonna continue to ask God for forgiveness. You're
authentic. Yeah, that word.
And I know
authentic vibes.
I don't know. It's a lot,
girl. You know, listen. You are ahead of your time, Vina. I will say that, and you definitely are gonna get to where God wants you to be.
Thank you.
You got this. So transitioning, I had to throw in Let's Marry Kill because
God.
we had a key at the spot last time. So I wanted to start off with Let's Marry Kill. End off with Let's Marry Kill. Is going to be the last trivia.
Let's say this first before she starts. I have no celebrity crush. There's nobody I desire to be with. Let's just make this quick. This is clear. But me and Bree definitely have a bet. We have a bet. And one day I'm going to make a video. We're going to see if I lose the bet or win the bet. One day I'll make a video. So that's the exclusive. You're the first person that knows about this bet. So we got like a year or two.
A year or two?
A year or two to see who wins this bet.
Yeah, too.
Oh, it's a big deal.
But can I be a part of like the intel? Like
it's a lot of money too.
Ooh.
It's a lot of money. 10,000, right? Yep.
Ooh.
It's alright.
But go ahead.
Vibes. Catch that vibe. Chris Brown, Trey Songz, or Mario? Who would you lust, marry, or kill?
I'm killing Mario. He's bold. Having sex with Trey
I'm
Songz.
dead. Wait, rewind. I'm sorry. Because last time I wanted to ask you, what's wrong with Mario? Did you just say he's bald? Oh, I'm dead.
I feel like it's too old. Like, I'm not at that age to deal with somebody that's bald.
But first, like, he did have a lot of hair. I guess he went left. Like, he was over it, and he just shaved it all off.
Look at it like this. What? All right, maybe I can't say that. How many guys you know actually like dealing with women with bald heads?
Kanye. I don't know. Well, he did. He used to.
But I'm saying, like,
now he's with
if you walk in the street right now and be like, bro,
they want to run their hair through. Yeah.
Exactly. So I feel the same way. I feel like he's too old. He be too old.
But doesn't he have all of this or no? Or is he just? Yeah, I haven't. Mario, he's so talented. He's been low key, right? Yeah, he's been low key. All right. So you say you're killing Mario. So Chris Brown and Trey Songz.
I'm gonna have sex with Trey Songz.
So we are less than Trey Songz and we're marrying Chris Brown. Why?
I would marry Chris Brown because I feel like, I don't know. Interviews are funny because you can't really say exactly what you want to say.
Yeah, this is the no judgment zone right here.
You ain't gonna judge me, but they are. Okay.
I do feel like though his latest video, I love to see that like young, fresh, youthful side of Chris. You know what I mean?
Trey Songz, you got you.
Trey is
how you dope, like how you like
everything everything about him is.
But I would marry Chris Brown. I would help him out through some things. You know, get his shit together a little bit.
I was about to say something, but I'm not. See? 50 Cent, The Game, or Safari?
I'm killing Safari. Facts.
Do you think him and Men are they for real?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know.
You know, they did I guess get closer when they were on that haunted house, whatever reality show that was.
It's just weird.
Yeah, okay. So we're killing Safari.
Yes.
We're straight off Safari. And 50 Cent in The Game. Hi.
You're a funny nigga. She's stupid. I'm gonna tell you later, but she's stupid. Damn. Okay. I'm going to marry The Game and have sex with 50 Cent.
Okay. Cool.
This is weird. I feel like I'm talking about my uncles or something. Like,
Lauren, I think you are young. I'm sorry. I don't know the younger dudes. I'm sorry. Lawrence, Nate, or Daniel. They're a little younger.
God. Daniel. I'm marrying Daniel.
Listen, we don't even have to say the other categories. Just put a ring on it.
I'm marrying Daniel. Fast. When I seen him, when we saw him at? DJ Khaled birthday party. I was like,
he was honest.
What's the first thing I said to him? Y'all watch Insecure, but I said, why you came at East Side like that? He looked at me like
wait,
he
why
couldn't believe.
Yeah,
because remember the episode where he came in her eyes.
He done it on her. Yeah, he done it on her face.
So I asked him. He looked at me like,
she put that shit in the script. She's a G for that. Yo,
but when I asked him, he looked at me like, "Oh, bitch, you really like?" I was like, "You really do stuff like that?" he was laughing and shit. Like, nah, I'm fucking with you, bro.
On real quick. You turned Harlem on real quick. He was taking
like,
that. He ran down on me.
I was like, I'm fucking with you, bro. But after that, he was looking at me the whole night. I was like, Daniel, don't look too hard. Calm down, okay? But I'm like, yeah, I would marry Daniel. Facts.
I love it. Shamar, more old school. I'm old school.
Wait, who?
I'm showing my age. Oh Lord. Shamar Moore, Tyson Bedford, or Method Man is uncle. I'm sorry, you don't have to answer these.
I'm marrying Shamar Moore. Facts.
Okay, you're marrying Shamar. Yeah.
That's the boy from
That's the light skin. He's the light skin like model actor.
Well, I thought that was
criminal. What is that? Series Criminal.
Nah, so I got a picture.
Criminal Minds. Yeah, you want a picture?
Yes. I'm thinking you're talking about Shamik Moore from the Get Down.
Oh no,
the brown skin boy.
No. Shamar Moore, Tyson.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Yes, he was in Tony Braxton video that I love.
I'm killing him.
You killing Shamar?
Him on Instagram. He be like a little creepy on Instagram. Like that's the one he be having his shirt off, right? Yeah, he be doing too much. He be doing too much. I'm gonna marry Tyson.
Okay.
And I guess I'm having sex with Method Man.
Method.
I guess so.
Do you watch his new show?
No.
I saw a few
I didn't even know he had a show. I feel bad. I didn't know.
Alright, so lastly, my love, I want you to choose out of 3 topics because I told you I did want to get us warmed up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to talk about something that I think the culture would appreciate. So I'm going to give you 3 options. You choose which one you want to talk about. Alright, so women in hip hop. Right, so in regards to, I don't know if you've seen Melly's recent interview, she was talking about being taken advantage of by certain managers, and you know it's just hard for women out here when we don't have a team to support, right? Or the second one is rape culture in today's Me Too movement, everything going on with the R. Kelly-ish, and the last one would be the perception of growing up hip hop. So women in hip hop, rape culture in today's Me Too movement, or perception of growing up hip hop. Which one would you
the show, or you mean like real life?
We want to talk about.
No, I'm saying of growing up hip hop, like the show, or
no, your real life. Because you did mention earlier, you said just the perception of you being like a celebrity daughter, even though you didn't grow up like that, like your childhood. You know what I mean? So you had a different upbringing. That's
a hard choice. I don't know. Okay, let's go with the first one.
So the women in hip hop.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay. In terms of what though? Like women in
terms of women in the music industry. Like I know you said right now you feel like stressed about dudes lying.
Mm-hmm. That is like.
But as far as you trying to pursue your career, like have you, what roadblocks, if any roadblocks, have you ran into or experienced?
Majority of my team is women. My mom's a manager. My assistant is my cousin. She's a woman. My co-manager is also a woman. My other assistant is also a woman. My brother, he's my choreographer, my creative director, but he's gay, so he's a woman. He's a woman.
Shout out to his name, ZP, right?
But all jokes aside, though, like, it's hard because we walk into a venue, we all look good, we fine as hell, and men automatically look at you as a piece of meat. They can say what they want, do what they want, give you whatever runaround. Not with Miss Johnson, honey. Not with my manager. Because she, like, walk in a room like a bulldog. Like,
but you hear that, ladies? Not to interrupt you. It's important to keep a team around you. And if you can, keep a team of women.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And
Yep.
It wasn't even something that was like planned. Like, I don't have any more women.
It was
like it wasn't
organic.
that. Like it just happened that way.
Yeah,
And
but that's the best way.
it's not. I guess it hasn't been until recently where like people know about my team. People know about my mom. Like, listen, when you go check Vina, like make sure you come in like a certain type of way, because at the end of the day, just because I'm not a guy doesn't mean you're going to
take advantage,
right. Or not run me my money, or before I come into a venue, make sure I got my money before I even walk in, like stuff like that, like right. You know. And it's just difficult. It's no matter what you do as a woman, it's difficult.
So you feel like you would be where you are in your career without that support, without that team? Like, or have you experienced something, let's say, for instance, maybe your mom was sick or she had a day off and, like, somebody tried to...
See, now that's the thing, though. The key to all of this is to always be prepared. Like, if something happened to my mom, I got a co-manager. If something happened to her, I got a co-assistant.
Got it.
Like, there's... always have, like, you know, just...
Plan B.
Exactly. Like, keeping in mind, like, shit happens. Like, things go left, things go wrong. So, just having another plan and just making sure, like, you know, you're well prepared. Even when it comes to your music, like, don't drop a song and then don't go to the studio. Make sure you in the studio making a bunch of songs. You drop a song, you got 50 more sitting in the folder. Like, you know,
but just you never know the response.
Exactly. But I feel like without having women around me, I don't think I would understand how to carry myself in a business environment. Like, because even men, like, when they try to teach you, they just want to teach you, like, listen, they want to teach you the way a man do things. He come in, shake a nigga hand. Like, you know, if things go left, they want to fight. They want to do all that crazy shit, like, you know. But women, we're more graceful. We more, like, I don't know about everybody else, but for my team.
We have more patience.
Yeah, for my team, we come in, like, listen, this is what it is. This is what we're doing. If you're not with that, we don't got to do it. Who's going to turn down somebody like that? Like, you know, it's just all about your energy and just how you come off to people. If you let a nigga think he can play with you, he gonna play with you. Whether it's business, relationship, friendship, no matter what it is. You just gotta come in there. If you let a nigga play with you, he gonna play with you. Period.
Period. Any arena you're in.
Period. Yeah. So no matter whether I got on a sweatsuit or I look good as hell, you're gonna respect me. Period. Even if you talk all that shit about wanting to have sex with me and I curved you, you're not gonna do it in front of me. You're gonna do that shit somewhere else. Like, you
enough respect to like my back.
It's about how you come off to people. If you're respectable to people, if you are a certain way towards people, you'll get that respect back. But you just gotta stay your ground.
So what does it take for somebody to be on your team? Because you say you have a team of women. What if somebody is like doesn't have a following but they're talented? Because they don't have that support system. What do they do to reach Vina?
But that's what we do. That's what we take pride in. Like, everybody on my team, they were, not to say it like this, but they were nobody. We were all nobodies when it started. Like, we built each other up from the ground. Like, my brother, my choreographer, he was my choreographer in high school. And, like, he wanted to keep going with dancing. I'm like, listen, I'm about to do the singing thing. Pull up. Like, let's, like, make this happen. The first time we really, really worked together was Best of Me a couple years ago. That was 2015. And he's been with me ever since. Bree, she's into the whole music thing. Can you... I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Can you share... Save it? Wait. Save it.
We here,
share
we here, we be in love. Oh,
and then start over.
We be in love.
Damn, I'm sorry, I forgot the question.
No, you said you all started from the ground up. You all started from the ground up, yeah.
We all started from the ground up. We all, like, you know, and even when it came to doing interviews and stuff, it wasn't like the first interviews I want to do, I have to go to the Breakfast Club. I have to go to 107. Like, we were like, listen, all the small podcasts out there, all the people who are just coming up with their interviews and all just all the small things, get there. Like, do
and
those
build
things.
Your following.
Exactly. Because these people have little small holes of people that deal with them.
And you never know who knows who.
You never know. So if I do 50 podcasts, I'm getting a whole audience right there. And then I go do Hot 97. Now it's lit. I got the people over here and I got that. Like, you know, just
your work ethic is impeccable. I'll give you that, babe.
Thank you. Just giving everybody a chance, because I remember there is a time now where...
Thank you for my chance. Look, thank you for my chance, Vina.
I'm in a position now where nobody's handing me anything.
Right.
Like, I'm literally working for this shit. And sorry, excuse my language, I'm literally working for it. Nobody's giving me a handout. Nobody's saying like, hey, Vina, we're gonna give you a chance, come to this label. Like, nobody's doing that. So who would I be if I wasn't like that with everybody else? Like,
so you're giving back, like, you know?
Giving back. And
you understand.
And these people one day, let's say you blow up, you go lit, I could come back and be like, yo, I remember 10 years ago when we was in the Bronx doing X, Y, Z, and now she's in Hollywood. Like, you know, like, it's just...
We're going to speak that into existence.
Exactly. But it's important to remember the little people. Like, you know, because whoever's little will grow. Yeah. So...
And for me, I grew up, social media wasn't popping when I grew up. And I feel like social media is the only thing that quote unquote solidifies people, which is like so inauthentic to me. Yeah, sometimes it's like somebody may really be that person that could help you or could, connect you. Like we were talking about. And you just curve that person because, they have 1,000 followers. Like
when I look for photographers,
it's so unfortunate.
I don't go look for the photographers with the blue check. First of all, most likely he charging a grip to come take some damn pictures that you probably not even gonna like the edits. So I go to like the underground people. And then I look at myself and other artists. I know artists with blue checks, and not even to say like that, but again, I'm real as fuck. That's not as talented as me. I know that. Other people know that. Right. But I'm not about to dumb myself down because I don't got a blue check. Like,
does the blue check, let's talk about this blue check because we're about to wrap it up. What does this blue check verification really signify? Like, what does it mean?
Literally,
are you getting a check for having a blue check?
I mean, some people, like, depending on what, like, if you're an influencer, like, if you sell things on your page, like, the people who do, like, Fashion Nova stuff, Flat Tummy Tea, stuff like that. Yeah. Right. But the blue check is literally for people to not, like, okay, when somebody else make a fake page of you? Okay. It's like, just so you know that this person is this person. Like, when you see Beyonce. Yeah, like, when you see Beyonce, if they got a blue check, you know that's Beyonce. Like, it could be a million other pages that say Beyonce. That's really all it is. Like,
but you have to have a certain following though to have a blue check. Like, you have to be over like at least 10,000.
There's people with literally probably 5. I know people on Instagram who got 5,000. People who are like executives, stuff like that. People who aren't lit but they're businessmen. 5,000 followers with blue check. Like, it's really to get the blue check is about who you know. And Instagram.
It's all about who you know. It's all about who you know.
Yeah, like there's people who got 80 people who got 1 million followers. Somebody got 1 million followers. This is my sis, Ella. She got 1 million followers on Instagram. She don't have a blue check. It's it's weird. Like, it's weird. So it's like, why pay so much attention to it? Like, does it really matter? Like, I know when it happens for me, I'll be excited. Like,
I remember a shady post. But right, always you have it. Yeah, not yet, almost, but
yeah, like when Shiggy got it, it's like yes, like go Shiggy, like it just make you feel like
there was a post with him and some other dudes. I guess they were talking about the blue check and he didn't have it. And once he said, "Oh no, I ain't got it," they turned around and was like they curved him basically.
Right. I know when like I'm not talking down on it. I know when I get a blue check, I'm gonna be excited because it make you feel like, okay, people know who I am. I'm solidified as who I am. Can't nobody else fake who I am because I am, like, So I know I'll be excited about it, but
that's the only reason why.
At the same time, I just hate the way people treat other people because they don't have it. Right. When it comes to this industry.
Right. Exactly. I'm with you. I agree 1,000%. On that note, we're gonna wrap it up with the word of the day. Obviously, the word of the day is love because of Miss Vina, right? Hey. Vina love. And then the quote we're gonna end with: "You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality finally better than your dreams."
Facts.
All right.
Ooh, that's deep.
Let your next move be your best move. Thank you for tuning in. See you for the love of God. With the beautiful, golden, sweet multitasking. Thank you.
You ain't know my name, but you sing my wall. The way my hips and all my curves made your heart fall. I don't wanna rush with you, but you're kissing on my ear, boy, what do? Open up, let you fill it up right now, that's enough. I know you ain't gon' let up, cause this feeling so brand new. Boy, it really feels so right, feeling everything you is feeling so brand new. Boy, it really feels so right. Feeling everything you do. Boy, it really caught you on you. Oh, you got me on you. Oh, what would you wanna do? Oh, tonight is just me and you. Oh, on you. Oh, you got me on you. Oh, what would you wanna do? Oh, tonight is just me and you. Oh, said you've been wanting me, but I had to curve, baby. You ain't wasting no time trying to get Queen V. Oh, you so fine, got me feeling you and me. Now you got me rolling with ya, got me pulling up, putting on a show with ya. I ain't had enough, and now I'm spending all my time with you. Now I want it, so I got it, gonna vibe with you. Cause ain't no better feeling than you on my body. Now you finna make them other niggas alright. It's so brand new. I'm feeling everything you do. Yeah, 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 yeah. On you, oh, you got me on you. Oh, what would you wanna do? Oh, tonight is just me and you. Oh, on you, oh, you got me on you. Oh, what would you wanna do? Oh, tonight is just me and you.
VVS diamonds, these the real ones. You rockin' with a real one. You ain't gotta build one. Used to be against loving feelings, I ain't feel none. Stuntin' to the max, girl, your swag on a million. Hit me on the FaceTime, pull up on me pronto, so I can eat that bullshit in the morning like Alonzo. Had you in that new drip, Valentino fanny pack, and pull up on me when you can. Hashtag no penny jet. You know we been on the low for a while. You know I could pick you up when you down. With your friends, can you talk to me?